Hi, my name is Massimo Franceschini. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. I'm a screenwriter, and for the first time in my life, I'm trying to publish a book. I will. I have already a publisher, Sulon Press, who is going to publish in every country speaking in English. And I'm very excited. And I want to tell you something about my book, but before to do that, I'd like to present the whole work. And those are 10 screenplay that I translate in Italian and in English, and I'm trying to write as novels. I have chosen to present Stonehenge for the first because it's the most intriguing. Um, Stonehenge should be the fourth episode of the saga, and it's talking about not just the site of Stonehenge, but it starts from the war in heaven, described in the Bible, when Lucifer and his army were cast out from heaven, and when they arrived on earth, they had a big debate, especially between Lucifer and a big demon. This demon, I can't mention his name right now, was able to defeat Satan, Lucifer, and but in the end, Satan prevailed because, as we know, is very astute, the most astute angel. And he was able to confine this demon, his opponent, in Stonehenge. And in Stonehenge, we arrive at the present time when Professor Otello Banetti, which is an archaeologist and scientist, and his friend Dr. Bible are able to unveil the mystery of Stonehenge, and in some way they deliver the demon. And clearly the demon want to take revenge with his old enemy, and he's able to overcome him and conquer hell. At this point, he presents himself as a new Messiah, and he's trying to rewrite prophecy. He's able to convince mankind and the demons that with him as a leader, the prophecy of the Bible could change. And that's the main deal of the book. And as I mentioned at the beginning, Stonehenge is part of a saga. Let me present first the hero, Professor Otello Banetti. He's a handsome man in his 30s, and there is a hint of romance about him because of, like me, his Italian accent, broken English sometimes. And he's fascinated by the occult and spent all his time following up on the mysteries of the world. He is obsessed with Stonehenge from when he was a kid. He had a dream and he wanted to follow it. And by the dream he's able to unveil the mystery. But he's also intrigued by the pyramids, mathematical codes, Bible code. And in each episode he follows all these mysteries, and he's always, followed from his wife, Nancy Sullivan, and Dr. Bible. His real name is Nicholas Brandy. He is a Londoner, 60 years old, a tall guy, gray hair, blue eyes, very knowledgeable about the scriptures, maybe the best in the world. And the professor is usually not an unbeliever, but a skeptical about religion. He has to grow step by step. In each episode, he grows in faith and in spirituality, and he acquires something. But only in the final episode, he will be aware how he was growing. In each episode, there is an unknown person, his most terrible enemy, which we don't see. I'm giving just a few hints in each episode, but in the end, the final episode, you'll know his background, both backgrounds, Banetti's backgrounds, Dr. Bible's background, his enemy background, their purpose in life, and their final destiny. I like the saga because each episode stands by itself, and they are intriguing. For example, in some of them we learn how DNA was created and its interaction with animals and plants, how and why Stonehenge was built, where is the Garden of Eden, and what connections has it with the universe. The enemies of the protagonist are very different bad guys, starting from Satan, demons, and other incredible people. I want to describe just a little bit his wife, because she's American, and she's very different from him, because Banetti is an Italian guy, passionate, and sometimes he get mad. He's not very, I say, sharp guy. He lives sometimes in chaos, and instead his wife, she's very precise, sharp, Anglo-Saxon, and so they are different, but they love each other. The professor is very smart, is one of the best scientists in the world, but she has a weapon, her feminine intuition. And most of the time she's able to give the right tip to the professor, which is not offended, but he thinks like, I'm the smarter here, and she's giving me the solution. So, and Dr. Bible, like I said, is very keen in the scriptures, and it's very religious, and he knows how the scriptures can define symbolism, how understand prophecies. So where the professor stopped because he's going to think rational, Dr. Bible is able to give him a spirituality phase, and he grows in each episode by faith. And I want to read briefly what a producer wrote about my screenplay. He wrote, since the dawn of civilization, human beings have created explanations for phenomena experienced in the world around them. Sometimes this explanation coincided with the factual reality, and sometimes they did not. Ancient monuments, mathematics, religion, and science are all evidence of what human beings thought about the world around them. Such themes continue to appeal to contemporary movie audiences, in part because of the fascination with the ideas themselves, and in part as a result of the seduction of the movie experience, which further mystifies the underlying myth. Writer Massimo Franceschinis has created a remarkable series of work that explores alternative explanation behind the wide variety of human action. From Stonehenge to Marconi's invention of the radio, from vampires to the mysteries of DNA, Franceschini has written a series of motion picture screenplays that delve into the myth behind these benchmarks in human history and explore how it is conceivable that other forces are at work behind them, seeking to control and manipulate human beings through them. And I want to thank you for your attention. Next video in a few days.